Hollywood's golden age wasn't just about glitz and glamour. It was a world of carefully curated illusions, where the biggest stars lived under a microscope and the darkest secrets were buried beneath layers of studio control. But some scandals were too explosive to stay hidden. From courtroom dramas that shattered careers to shocking betrayals that rewrote Hollywood history, these crimes shook the industry to its core. One beloved icon found himself entangled in a scandal so bizarre that it blurred the line between fiction and reality. Another starlet's defiance led to a legal battle that exposed the ruthless power plays behind the silver screen. And then there's the chilling case of a leading man whose mysterious downfall still fuels conspiracy theories today. These aren't just stories, they're cautionary tales of fame, power, and the price of living in the spotlight. Be prepared to experience a profound shift in your perception of Hollywood. The downfall of Robert Mitchum. In 1948, Robert Mitchum, then one of Hollywood's most promising leading men, was arrested during a police raid for marijuana possession at a private party in Los Angeles. At the time, drug-related scandals were career-ending, especially during an era obsessed with moral decency and public image. Mitchum was convicted and sentenced to 60 days in jail, sparking sensational headlines and widespread media coverage. Surprisingly, rather than destroying his career, the arrest added to his rebellious, nonconformist image. Studios cautiously supported him, and fans remained loyal, viewing him as a victim of over-policing. Mitchum's case marked a shift in how certain crimes were perceived in Hollywood, laying early groundwork for the anti-hero archetype that would grow into popularity in later decades. Conviction of tough guy actor Tom Neal. Tom Neal, best known for his gritty performance in the 1945 noir classic Detour, lived a real-life drama more explosive than any role he played. In 1965, Neal was convicted of involuntary manslaughter for killing his second wife, Gail Bennett. The crime shocked Hollywood, though Neal had already gained notoriety in the 1950s for brutally beating actor François Tone during a love triangle involving actress Barbara Payton. The altercation left Tone hospitalized and ended both men's careers. Neal's marriage to Payton soon collapsed amid mutual abuse and addiction. A decade later, his conviction in Bennett's death cemented his reputation as one of classic Hollywood's most volatile figures. He served 6 years in prison and died in obscurity in 1972. Neal's legacy remains tainted by a life marred by violence and scandal. Barbara Payton's downward spiral. Barbara Payton, once a rising star of the 1950s, became a poignant example of how fame can quickly turn into tragedy. Known for her beauty and roles in noir films, Payton's off-screen life descended into chaos due to substance abuse, tumultuous relationships, and brushes with the law. Her career plummeted following her infamous love triangle with actors François Tone and Tom Neal, in which Neal nearly killed Tone. In the following years, Payton was arrested multiple times for prostitution, public intoxication, and passing bad checks. Once groomed as a glamorous Hollywood leading lady, she ultimately died in 1967 from heart and liver failure at just 39. Her story illustrates the swift transformation of the Hollywood dream into a terrifying reality within the confines of the Golden Age. Golden Age scandals, crimes. Hollywood's Golden Age was not just about glitz and glamour. It had its fair share of shocking crimes. One of the most infamous scandals involved Lana Turner's boyfriend, Johnny Stompanato, who was fatally stabbed in 1958, allegedly by Turner's teenage daughter. The case captivated the nation, with speculation about whether Turner herself was involved. Another dark chapter was the mysterious death of Thelma Todd, a rising star found dead in her car in 1935 under suspicious circumstances. The case was ruled accidental, but rumors of foul play persisted. Meanwhile, Fatty Arbuckle's career was destroyed after being accused of assault in 1921, though he was later acquitted. These scandals remind us that behind the dazzling facade of Hollywood, real-life drama unfolded, sometimes leading to tragic consequences. Blake Lively's legal withdrawal, a shift in Hollywood's legal landscape. In a surprising legal development, Blake Lively withdrew 2 key legal claims against actor and director Justin Baldoni in June 2025. The claims, which included intentional and negligent infliction of emotional distress, were dismissed by the judge overseeing the case. However, Lively's legal team clarified that the withdrawal was without prejudice, meaning she retains the right to refile them later. The legal feud began in December 2024 when Lively accused Baldoni of sexual harassment and launching a defamatory smear campaign. Baldoni's legal team has requested Lively's medical and therapy records to contest her claims of distress, leading to further legal tension. While the case remains ongoing, this development marks a significant shift in Hollywood's legal landscape, raising questions about the complexities of defamation and harassment claims in the entertainment industry. Haley Joel Osment's legal consequences, a wake-up call for Hollywood. In June 2025, actor Haley Joel Osment was sentenced to a 1-year diversion program following his April arrest for public intoxication and possession of a controlled substance at a ski resort in Mammoth Lakes, California. Under the judge's ruling, Osment must attend at least 3 Alcoholics Anonymous (AA) meetings per week for 6 months and meet with a therapist twice a week. If he complies, the charges, including possession of cocaine and disorderly conduct, will be dismissed. Otherwise, criminal proceedings will resume. The Mono County District Attorney objected to the diversion due to Osment's prior 2006 DUI conviction and offensive behavior during the recent arrest, including using a racial slur against a police officer. Osment expressed deep remorse in a public statement, citing emotional struggles following the loss of his home in the recent Los Angeles wildfires. The court will review his compliance in January 2026. The untold story of Kevin Spacey's industry fallout. In 2025, Kevin Spacey remains a controversial figure as new details about his career decline continue to emerge. Following multiple allegations of inappropriate behavior that surfaced years earlier, studios decisively distanced themselves from the actor, resulting in lost roles and a damaged reputation. Industry insiders revealed that several projects quietly halted or recast him before allegations became public, demonstrating a pattern of behind-the-scenes damage control. Despite attempts at a comeback, Spacey's name still carries a stigma, impacting his opportunities in Hollywood. This ongoing fallout highlights how studios now approach star misconduct with greater caution and swiftness, aiming to protect both their brand and audience trust. Spacey's case serves as a stark example of the significant decrease in Hollywood's tolerance for problematic behavior in the evolving entertainment climate of 2025. Silent scandals, the untold exploitation of studio stars. During Hollywood's golden age, many actors and actresses were bound by powerful studio contracts that controlled not only their careers but also their personal lives, leading to numerous hidden abuses. Olivia de Havilland, a celebrated star, famously challenged the oppressive studio system, but many others endured exploitation quietly. These contracts often silenced victims of harassment and threats, protecting influential producers and directors. Despite rumors, studios' control over media and law enforcement was never publicly acknowledged or investigated in most cases of crime. Historians and survivors unearthed documents in 2025 exposing the coercion of stars into silence and their enduring mistreatment behind the glamorous facade. This dark chapter reveals systemic power imbalances and highlights the industry's efforts to maintain a flawless public image while the stories of victims remain buried. Hidden crimes: the dark side of Judy Garland's stardom. Judy Garland, a prominent figure in Hollywood, led a life that concealed profound challenges and unseen transgressions. During her contract with MGM, Garland faced relentless pressure, exploitation, and substance abuse imposed by studio executives who prioritized profit over her well-being. Reports from insiders revealed that the studio provided drugs to control her weight and performance, contributing to years of addiction. Allegations of emotional and physical abuse by studio handlers remain suppressed for decades. As of 2025, archives and testimonies have surfaced, confirming the systematic mistreatment Garland endured, which was common among many young stars. Her tragic story exposes the darker reality behind Hollywood's glamour, where studios use their power to silence victims and protect their lucrative assets at enormous personal costs. Veiled justice – criminal cases buried by the Golden Age film industry. Golden Age of Hollywood was notorious for burying criminal cases involving its stars and executives to maintain the industry's pristine public image. In many instances, studios use their influence to suppress investigations into crimes such as assault, theft, and even murder allegations. One notable case involved actor William Desmond Taylor's unsolved murder in 1922, which the industry deliberately obscured to avoid scandal. Studio heads pressured law enforcement and manipulated the press to keep details hidden, often negotiating settlements or hush money for victims. By 2025, historians have accessed previously sealed records and testimonies exposing how film studios systematically covered up crimes, prioritizing profits and reputation over justice. These revelations have sparked renewed discussions about accountability and the legacy of silence that haunted Hollywood for decades. Hollywood Crime Files Golden Age Edition. The Golden Age of Hollywood concealed numerous crime stories that were carefully erased from public records to protect the industry's glamorous image. The press sensationalized actor Roscoe "Fatty" Arbuckle's 1921 manslaughter trial, which ultimately led to his blacklisting despite his acquittal. Studios exerted immense pressure to control narratives surrounding such incidents, often forcing witnesses to retract their statements or bribing officials to suppress evidence. As of 2025, access to court documents and private correspondence has shed light on how studios orchestrated cover-ups involving everything from assault allegations to suspicious deaths. These revelations reveal a darker, more complex history behind Hollywood's glittering facade, illustrating how the desire to maintain star power and box office successes often trumped truth and justice. Hidden shadows – the criminal side of classic cinema icons. Classic cinema icons often projected glamorous public personas that masked troubling criminal allegations and behaviors. For example, Humphrey Bogart faced accusations of involvement in violent disputes off-screen, but he quietly settled many incidents to safeguard his burgeoning career. Studios wielded enormous influence to suppress negative press, ensuring stars' reputations remained untarnished. Recently, declassified police records and private memoirs have revealed cases involving coercion, intimidation, and even physical altercations tied to major stars. As of 2025, researchers have begun piecing together these hidden narratives, challenging the myth of the flawless celebrity. This exploration into the criminal side of classic cinema icons reveals a complex intersection of fame, power, and secrecy that defined Hollywood's earlier decades. Legacy of Shadows – Robert Downey Jr. While Robert Downey Jr. rose to fame decades after Hollywood's golden era, his family history connects deeply to the industry's hidden scandals. His father, Robert Downey Sr., was an influential filmmaker in the late 20th century who witnessed firsthand the lingering culture of secrecy and cover-ups rooted in Hollywood's earlier decades. In 2025, renewed interest in Downey Jr.'s family archives revealed correspondence and accounts of how old Hollywood's criminal scandals, from substance abuse to legal troubles, were often quietly managed behind the scenes. These revelations illustrate how the shadows of the golden era's crimes and scandals continued to affect generations of stars, highlighting the ongoing struggle between fame, personal demons, and industry protection mechanisms. Lindsay Lohan's tumultuous career. Lindsay Lohan's tumultuous career has been marred by multiple legal issues and accusations, primarily involving substance abuse, theft, and probation violations. Throughout the 2000s and 2010s, Lohan faced arrests for DUI and possession of controlled substances, alongside allegations of shoplifting, which attracted intense media scrutiny. Despite several stints in rehab and court-mandated programs, her legal troubles continued to affect her public image and career trajectory. By 2025, Lindsay has been working on rebuilding her reputation through acting and business ventures, although her past remains a cautionary example of the pressures young stars face in Hollywood. Her experiences reflect broader industry challenges related to fame, mental health, and accountability in the spotlight. How studio systems covered up crimes in Hollywood's golden era. The powerful studio system in Golden Age Hollywood was notorious for covering up crimes involving their most prominent stars to protect box office profits. Cases involving actors like John Wayne, accused of assault in his early career, were often quietly resolved or hidden from the public. Studios employed fixers and PR teams who negotiated with law enforcement and media outlets to suppress scandalous stories. This control extended to arranging hush money payments and pressuring witnesses to remain silent. The public rarely saw the full extent of criminal allegations as studios prioritized image preservation over justice. This era's complex relationship between crime and celebrity underscores how much power the film industry wielded in shaping public perceptions and rewriting the personal histories of the stars. When stardom collided with crime. The golden age of Hollywood was filled with dazzling stars whose lives sometimes spiraled into controversy and crime. One infamous case involved actress Jean Harlow's husband, Paul Byrne, whose mysterious death was officially ruled a suicide but sparked rumors of foul play and scandal within elite Hollywood circles. Many stars faced accusations ranging from assault to illegal gambling, exposing a side of Tinseltown hidden from the public eye. Studios often intervened to silence victims and manipulate the press, preserving star images at all costs. These untold stories reveal how the allure of fame frequently masked darker personal struggles and criminal accusations, illustrating the fragile balance between celebrity glamour and the harsh realities that many faced behind the scenes during cinema's golden years. Whispers behind the silver screen. Hollywood's golden age was rife with true crime stories hidden beneath its glamorous exterior. Stars like Joan Crawford and Clark Gable were entwined in scandals ranging from domestic abuse allegations to secret affairs that risked destroying careers. Studios exercised tight control over press coverage, often orchestrating cover-ups or intimidating witnesses to protect their lucrative investments. In 2025, the release of confidential studio records and personal diaries has shed light on unsolved crimes, including suspicious deaths and assault cases long ignored by authorities. These revelations expose how the industry prioritized image over justice, manipulating legal systems and media to keep dark secrets buried. The true crime stories of this era reveal a complex web of power, deception, and silence behind Hollywood's dazzling facade. Charlie Sheen, modern scandal in the shadow of classic Hollywood. Though not a product of the Golden Age, Charlie Sheen's long history of criminal allegations and public controversy echoes the hidden scandals of classic Hollywood. As the son of Martin Sheen and part of a Hollywood dynasty, Charlie's career soared in the 1980s and 1990s, but his off-screen behavior soon overshadowed his success. Sheen has faced numerous accusations over the years, including domestic violence, drug abuse, and assault, with multiple arrests dating back to the 1990s. In 2015, he publicly revealed he was HIV positive after reportedly settling several legal claims related to non-disclosure. His erratic behavior, fueled by substance abuse and legal issues, mirrors the downfall of many Golden Age stars. His story represents how, decades later, Hollywood continues to grapple with the consequences of celebrity, crime, and addiction. Mickey Rourke, from Hollywood rebel to courtroom regular. Mickey Rourke rose to fame in the 1980s as a brooding, unconventional leading man, but his off-screen life quickly became entangled with controversy and criminal behavior. Known for his volatile temper, Rourke faced multiple arrests throughout his career, including a 1994 charge for spousal abuse, which was later dropped, and a 2007 arrest for driving under the influence of a controlled substance. His combative relationships with the press, the industry, and even law enforcement mirrored the chaos of his personal life. Rourke's fall from mainstream favor echoed the rise and crash trajectories of many Golden Age stars, though he later rebuilt his career with a comeback in The Wrestler in 2008. His criminal entanglements continue to serve as a poignant example of the delicate balance between celebrity image and real-world consequences in Hollywood. Mel Gibson, the fall and reckoning of a Hollywood powerhouse. Mel Gibson, once celebrated for blockbuster roles and acclaimed directing, became one of Hollywood's most controversial figures due to a series of criminal allegations and public scandals. His 2006 DUI arrest made headlines not only for the offense but for the anti-Semitic remarks he made to arresting officers, sparking widespread backlash. In 2010, he faced accusations of domestic violence from then-girlfriend Oksana Grigorieva, leading to a highly publicized legal battle and a plea of no contest to misdemeanor battery. These incidents tarnished his reputation and led to a near-decade-long exile from major studio projects. Although he later emerged with critical success for Hacksaw Ridge in 2016, Gibson's history remains a defining example of how fame, power, and personal conduct can collide in the Hollywood spotlight. Winona Ryder, a Hollywood darling's notorious downfall. Winona Ryder, once the beloved star of 1990s cult classics, shocked fans and the industry alike when she was arrested in 2001 for shoplifting over $5,000 worth of merchandise from Saks Fifth Avenue in Beverly Hills. Following her arrest, a highly publicized trial resulted in her conviction for felony grand theft and vandalism, leading to probation, fines, and community service. The incident marked a dramatic shift in her career, leading to years of hesitation within the industry and limited roles. Despite maintaining a clean record afterward, the shoplifting scandal lingered in public memory, becoming one of Hollywood's most infamous celebrity crimes. Ryder's eventual comeback with Stranger Things proved resilience is possible, but her fall from grace remains a defining chapter in the conversation around fame, pressure, and public scrutiny. Shia LaBeouf, from indie icon to courtroom headlines. Shia LaBeouf's career has been marked by both artistic brilliance and a string of legal troubles that's overshadowed his work. The former Disney star turned indie darling began encountering serious legal issues in the 2010s, including arrests for public intoxication, disorderly conduct, and obstruction. His 2017 arrest in Georgia gained national attention due to leaked body cam footage showing a racist, profanity-laced rant toward officers. In 2020, singer FKA Twigs filed a lawsuit accusing LaBeouf of assault and emotional distress, charges that ignited a broader conversation about abuse in Hollywood. Despite acknowledging his struggles with alcoholism and anger and seeking treatment, LaBeouf's career has been significantly impacted by the ongoing legal battles and public scrutiny, positioning him as one of Hollywood's most polarizing and legally embattled figures. Bill Cosby, the legacy unraveled by criminal convictions. Bill Cosby, once hailed as America's dad, experienced one of the most shocking legal downfalls in entertainment history. In 2018, he was convicted of aggravated indecent assault against Andrea Constant, following decades of allegations from more than 60 women accusing him of sexual assault and misconduct, often involving drugs and manipulation. Although his 2021 release, following the Pennsylvania Supreme Court's overturning of his conviction on due process grounds, sparked outrage, it did not erase the impact of the charges or the cultural reckoning they triggered. The case of Bill Cosby led to a significant change in the way Hollywood and the public approach issues of power, consent, and accountability. Once a symbol of family values, Cosby's legacy is now permanently entangled with one of the most extensive criminal scandals in show business history. Johnny Depp, stardom on trial in a modern Hollywood scandal. Johnny Depp, once one of Hollywood's most bankable stars, became the center of a global media storm after being accused of domestic abuse by ex-wife Amber Heard in 2016. The allegations led to a series of lawsuits, including Depp's libel suit against The Sun in the UK, and a defamation trial against Heard in the US. The latter, held in 2022, ended in a partial victory for Depp, awarding him damages and significantly shifting public perception. The legal battles exposed intimate details of their tumultuous relationship and sparked fierce debates about abuse, credibility, and fame. Despite not facing a criminal conviction, the legal battles significantly impacted Depp's career, leading to the loss of major roles and altering his public image. His legal saga remains one of the most divisive and closely watched in recent Hollywood history. O.J. Simpson, from football legend to Hollywood's most infamous defendant. O.J. Simpson, once a beloved football star and successful Hollywood actor, became forever associated with one of the most sensational criminal trials in American history. In 1994, Simpson was charged with the murders of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ron Goldman. His 1995 acquittal, following a nationally televised trial dubbed the Trial of the Century, polarized the country and overshadowed his entertainment career. Despite his criminal acquittal, a 1997 civil suit later found him liable for both deaths. In 2007, Simpson was arrested for armed robbery and kidnapping in Las Vegas, leading to a conviction and a 9-year prison sentence. Released in 2017, his legacy remains inseparable from the crimes, with his life serving as a chilling example of fame colliding with the American justice system. Harvey Weinstein, the mogul behind Hollywood's darkest scandal. Harvey Weinstein, once one of Hollywood's most powerful producers, became the central figure in a seismic reckoning on sexual abuse and misconduct in the entertainment industry. In 2017, numerous actresses came forward accusing Weinstein of rape, harassment, and coercion spanning decades, sparking the Me Too movement worldwide. His 2020 conviction for rape and sexual assault marked a pivotal moment, resulting in a 23-year prison sentence and the downfall of his film empire. Weinstein's case exposed systemic abuses of power and silence within Hollywood's elite circles, revealing how far-reaching and entrenched misconduct had been. The scandal forever altered the industry's approach to accountability, transparency, and the voices of survivors. His downfall signifies a significant transformation in Hollywood's culture and serves as a poignant reminder of the consequences of unbridled power. Alec Baldwin, tragedy and legal fallout in modern Hollywood. Alec Baldwin, known for his versatile acting career, became embroiled in one of Hollywood's most tragic and legally complex incidents in 2021. On the set of the film Rust, Baldwin discharged a prop gun that fatally wounded cinematographer Helena Hutchins and injured director Joel Souza. The event sparked widespread investigations into on-set safety protocols and criminal negligence. Though Baldwin was not charged with a crime in 2025, lawsuits and legal battles have continued, drawing intense media scrutiny and raising questions about accountability in film production. The tragedy has profoundly affected Baldwin's public image and sparked industry-wide discussions about actor responsibility and workplace safety, making it a defining and somber chapter in his otherwise celebrated career. Wesley Snipes, from action star to tax trouble. Wesley Snipes, known for his iconic roles in action films such as Blade, faced a major legal battle in 2008 when he was convicted of failing to file federal income tax returns. Snipes claimed tax advisors misled him despite earning millions during his career, but the court sentenced him to 3 years in prison. His tax evasion case became one of the most high-profile examples of financial crime among Hollywood stars, highlighting the pressures and pitfalls of managing fame and fortune. After serving his sentence, Snipes returned to acting but faced challenges rebuilding his career. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of financial responsibility in the entertainment industry, underscoring that even major celebrities are not immune to legal consequences. Mark Wahlberg, from troubled youth to Hollywood success. Before becoming one of Hollywood's top box office draws, Mark Wahlberg's early years were marked by a troubled past that included multiple criminal incidents. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, Wahlberg was involved in assaults, including racially motivated attacks, which led to several arrests and a prison sentence. These actions threatened to derail his future before he turned to music and then acting. Over time, Wahlberg worked to transform his image, becoming a successful actor and producer, known for films like The Departed and Ted. Despite his past, Wahlberg has spoken openly about his mistakes and efforts to reform, showing how redemption is possible in Hollywood. His journey reflects the complex reality that some stars face before achieving fame and stability in the industry. Paul Reubens, the dark side of a beloved comedic icon. Paul Reubens, best known for his quirky character Pee Wee Herman, experienced a significant career setback following a 1991 arrest for indecent exposure in an adult movie theater. The highly publicized incident shocked fans and the entertainment world, leading to a decline in his popularity and the temporary shelving of his Pee-wee franchise. Although Reubens maintained his innocence concerning certain charges, the scandal marked a turning point by revealing the challenges actors encounter when their private lives intercept with public perception. Despite this, he later made a successful comeback in film and television, showing resilience amid controversy. Reubens' story highlights how even beloved figures in Hollywood's history can face criminal allegations that threaten their legacies and careers. Christian Slater, a career marked by talent and legal troubles. Christian Slater, known for his intense performances in films such as Heathers and True Romance, has had a career marked by several legal issues. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, Slater faced multiple arrests related to assault, drug possession, and disorderly conduct, including a 1997 incident where he was charged with assaulting a girlfriend. These arrests threatened to overshadow his acting talent and derail his career. Despite his struggles with addiction and legal troubles, Slater managed to rebuild his career, finding renewed success in television roles such as Mr. Robot. His journey highlights the complex path of Hollywood stars who must navigate personal demons while maintaining their professional relevance. Slater's story is a reminder of the enduring tension between celebrity allure and real-life consequences. Ezra Miller, rising star entangled in controversy. Ezra Miller, once hailed as a promising young talent with roles in The Perks of Being a Wallflower and as the Flash in the DC universe, has become embroiled in multiple legal issues that have disrupted their career. Since 2020, Miller has faced accusations including disorderly conduct, harassment, and unlawful weapon possession in various incidents across the United States. These legal troubles, combined with reports of erratic behavior, led to widespread media scrutiny and complicated his standing within the industry. Warner Brothers reportedly considered distancing itself from Miller's projects due to the controversies. Miller's case highlights how quickly a rising star's trajectory can be affected by criminal allegations, underscoring ongoing discussions about mental health, accountability, and celebrity privilege in modern Hollywood. Hollywood's golden age was built on talent, beauty, and mystery. But as we've seen today, some secrets were too dark to stay hidden. Power, betrayal, and scandal shaped the industry in ways that still haunt its legacy. If you love uncovering the untold stories behind Hollywood's biggest names, Past Paradise is where you belong. Subscribe and hit that notification bell, because there's always another shocking truth waiting to be uncovered. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars and the stories they'd rather forget. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon